Arsenal fans, finally!
The Emirates Stadium became the centre of attention on Tuesday as Arsenal's £135 million double signing officially entered the medical stage, with both players undergoing tests live as the club edges closer to completing one of the most ambitious deals in its modern history. From the early hours of the morning, there was a clear sense that something extraordinary was unfolding. Increased security around the Emirates and London Colney, carefully coordinated arrivals, and tight information control all pointed to one thing: Arsenal were closing in on two marquee additions designed to elevate the club from contenders to genuine power players. This is not a routine transfer story. It is a defining moment. For months, Arsenal have been praised for stability, structure, and progress under Mikel Arteta. But praise alone does not win trophies. The fine margins that have cost the club in decisive moments, injuries, lack of depth, and the absence of elite game changers have now been addressed head-on. The £135 million double deal represents a clear shift from rebuilding to relentless ambition. The two players, whose identities have been closely guarded until contracts are finalized, arrived separately at the Emirates to begin their medical examinations. Sources close to the club confirm that personal terms were agreed swiftly, with both players fully convinced by Arsenal's long-term project, tactical clarity, and immediate competitiveness. What makes this deal particularly significant is not just the price tag, but the profile of the signings. Arsenal have not spent recklessly. One of the incoming players is understood to be a proven elite performer, someone with experience at the highest level of European football and a reputation for delivering in pressure moments. The other is a dynamic, modern footballer built for the Premier League's intensity, technically gifted, tactically intelligent, and physically prepared to thrive in Arteta's demanding system. Together, they fill critical gaps that have limited Arsenal in recent seasons. Internally, this double signing has been months in the making. Arteta has been directly involved throughout the process, identifying specific attributes he believes are essential for the next phase of the project. This is not about names or hype, it is about control, dominance, and consistency over a full season. Arteta wants players who can dictate tempo, break defensive lines, and remain composed when margins are razor thin. He wants leaders who raise standards on the training ground and competitors who embrace responsibility in the biggest moments. These signings reflect that philosophy. Behind the scenes, Arsenal's recruitment team worked relentlessly to structure a deal that balances ambition with sustainability. The £135 million outlay has been carefully planned, with payment structures and contract lengths aligned to protect the club's financial health while still making a statement of intent to rivals. That intent could not be clearer. Arsenal are no longer content with being nearly men. They are no longer satisfied with praise for progress or performances without silverware. This move signals a club that believes the time to strike is now. The timing is also deliberate. Completing medicals efficiently and publicly, with minimal leaks and no drama, shows a club operating from a position of strength. Arsenal knew competition for these players was fierce. Other elite European sides were monitoring the situation closely. Yet Arsenal moved decisively, convinced the players, and brought them to North London to finish the job. Outside the Emirates, fans gathered in quiet anticipation. There were no official confirmations, but the atmosphere said everything. Social media exploded with speculation as reports of medical ongoing spread rapidly among Arsenal supporters across the world. For a fan base that has endured years of rebuilding, false dawns, and frustration, this moment feels different. There is belief again. Real belief. This double signing is also a message to the Premier League. Arsenal are not just strengthening, they are escalating. Rivals will see this deal for what it is, a warning that Arsenal intend to compete on every front, domestically and in Europe, with a squad capable of sustaining pressure over a long, brutal season. Crucially, these additions are expected to integrate immediately. Arteta has already mapped out how each player fits into his tactical framework, including positional responsibilities, pressing triggers, and rotational roles. There is confidence within the club that both players can make an instant impact rather than requiring long adaptation periods. As the medical tests continue, club officials remain calm but focused. Once the examinations are successfully completed, Arsenal are expected to finalize paperwork swiftly before moving into media duties and official announcements. There is even the possibility of a coordinated unveiling designed to maximize impact and underline the scale of the achievement. Beyond the headlines, this moment represents something deeper. It represents trust in the manager, trust in the sporting project, and trust in the direction of the club. Arsenal have backed Arteta not just with words, but with action. For years, supporters asked whether the club would truly act like an elite institution again. A £135 million double signing entering medicals at the Emirates provides a powerful answer. This is not about chasing the future. It is about seizing the present. As the final tests are conducted and the last details are ironed out, one reality is already clear: Arsenal have drawn a line. They are no longer building quietly in the background. They are stepping forward boldly, prepared to carry the weight of expectation that comes with serious ambition. And if these medicals are completed as expected, North London is about to witness the arrival of two players who could reshape Arsenal's season and perhaps their era.